Nice! We're back. Let me just check real quick to make sure that we're actually live. Yes. Yes, we are. So that is absolutely awesome. I am super happy that we are actually live. So now I got to set up like all this stuff. So I don't like how like jerky that mouse is. Yeah, we're back. We're definitely back, which is really good. So this computer, let me change spots and see if maybe that will help. So I kind of rushed into this because this is like a big deal to me to finally be back. Oh man, yeah, because I love being back. I live stream like way more, and we're finally able to live stream again, so I don't feel like I'm not doing anything. Oh, I can like live stream now and just do videos whenever I feel like them at this point. So I definitely need to fix the lighting in the room. So I'm probably going to end up going and opening the light. Yeah, it's been a really, really long time. But we're finally back. I'm going to probably add another desktop. So this is probably going to go over here. And make it that small. Shoot. Dang it. It's supposed to be like as big as these two, so now I gotta figure that out. So if we take and move this over here. Okay. Now we make it that big. That should be fine for what we need. Okay, and then we need to take and drag this over here, but it's all set up already. And then we can open LED. And this is I can definitely tell that the computer is not liking this. Yeah, so it would be better if I had a desktop computer because I would have more power. But from what I can tell, everything is okay, I think. So if we just open this up, that should be everything because it should be overlaying this here and then LDD here. So that should be yeah, so that's definitely doing what it needs to do. So I'm good with that. So now I should open up the window. It's the room. So I get more light. So turn that light off, and then turn this light off. And then this chair can somewhat move. And then we're back. And then that should be like much better lighting. So yeah, definitely way better lighting. Much happier with that. So you're working on the Winchester 94 right now, currently fixing where the hammer and transfer bar sit. So when you're fixing it, are you fixing it so that it looks better or operates better? Because like it was really smooth the last time I saw it. No, why does it transfer desktops like that? I hate when it does this. Don't do that. Why, Mac? New window, and then it should pop up here. And then now I gotta find something to make because I don't know what to make. I was just so excited to have live streaming privileges back that I honestly don't know what to make at all. Okay, so you're just moving it further back. All right, that's no big deal. Seems relatively simple. All right, so damn, first stream of 2020, and we gotta find something to make. That's I mean, it's not like super scary, but I gotta find something to make. Right, so oh god, that's lag. And I need to clean off my nightstand now because I've got stuff all over it. Why is it not? Are you gonna like ruin it or something? I'm sorry for all the noise. I know this is not optimal streaming conditions considering how much wires I have going all over the place. But since we're here, I'm going to start up Pokemon Go. Yeah, so this new apartment that I moved into, I'm right between two Pokestops, and it's really, really nice. So I'll be kind of playing Pokemon Go because I have Pokemon Go Plus. So that's I can play Pokemon without playing Pokemon. Why am I not making the Winchester 94? Because I really don't feel like it. I have like this really big hate relationship for normal stocked weapons, and that's why I haven't made a whole bunch of normal stocked weapons. Because I kind of want to... Oh, Bluetooth is off. Oops. I forgot. I need to turn my Bluetooth on if I want to use my thing. There's been like a lot of guns that I wanted to make, like the PPSH-41, for example, because I've thought of a couple different ways now that I wanted to make the, like if we just come over here and we just look at it, because I mean I opened it, so we might as well look at it. Yeah, it's struggling just a little bit. Oh god. Hopefully LED's not like this, because I haven't even... Hey Jaeger27. I haven't even touched LED. So, like, I've thought about doing the PPSH-41 because I have, like, a couple ideas of how I want to do these vents and stuff up here. And then the receiver itself is pretty basic. But then I realized I also got to make this wood stock, and I really don't feel like making the wood stock at all. He's sick. Finally back with live streaming. I'm so happy. Finally back. So yeah, it's just like one of those things where I gotta find something that I want to make, but I don't know what I want to make at the same time. Because I've made quite a bit of like everything at this point. I don't want to make the PPSH. I do, but I don't. Like, I want to make the front end because the front end, I have like ideas for how to do, but I don't at the same time because there's a wood stock involved, and I don't want to make wood stocks for some reason. I don't know if it's because they're too difficult or what. I just don't want to do it. So, for now, we'll be drinking water on stream. I'm going to try to drink like 2 or 3 of these glasses, and then we'll get the official drink sponsor back out. Come on, this is my household. You guys should know already that obviously I need Pepsi products in this household. Try to do it with my different username style of barrel. I don't know if I liked my different usernames style or not, but we will check. Because that is something that we can do. Where did my mouse go? Yeah, that's not the way that I wanted to do it. So my way would be better, at least to say. I really, really love some of the work that my different username does. In fact, I have some of his work that he's done. So I really don't have much Legos in this household because all my Legos went to storage. But something that I did, I'm trying to fill up all my Wednesdays, is I ended up making his Colibri, replicating it. And as his Colibri is definitely really accurate to the Colibri. But it's hard to make something in real life out of 3 studs wide because then the pieces that you have to use here are going to be the 1 stud wide versions, which are obviously incredibly difficult to obtain. So I actually wanted to kind of dumb down the design just a little bit to get what you see here, which is a 4 stud wide version, which is definitely going to be a lot stronger. And then on the back strap, instead of using some special D pieces, I used just plates and then grill tiles. And this entire piece here is literally just held on with only, let me do this, these blue studs right here into just those 2 technicals. Holds that whole back plate on, which is a huge advantage because that means you can make whatever type of curve you want here, just like you would for like a butt plate or something on a rifle. And then it could go here instead of using the special pieces that he uses, which are a little hard to find in some situations. So now I just put that on and boom, done. So I honestly don't have enough pieces to do the blade, so this is as far as we got. It's also relatively comfortable in the hand. I'm actually really surprised. I definitely knew that the front was going to be comfortable in the hand because it's offset by a stud, but the back end is a little bit more of one of those experimental things. I'm not entirely sure, but it is actually pretty damn comfortable. I have an idea for a future video. It is up to you. Try to make the crossbow in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Damn, Black Ops 2. There's a crossbow in Black Ops 2? Was there? Oh! Black Ops 2 is the first game that I actually got Diamond in everything. Because it was like the first Call of Duty that I played pretty religiously on my 360. Yeah, I remember this because it was like one of the last weapons I did. Oh, man. I'm probably not going to do it, to be honest with you, but Is that a CZ Scorpion receiver? No, okay. Because that would have been unique, at least to say. Man, there's a lot of... Okay, so let's go for Black Ops 2 SMGs, because I think I've made some of them, but not all of them. Oh yeah, there's quite a few that I don't have. Ooh, the Peacekeeper. I had a Peacekeeper prototype built in real life without the stock and barrel. So we could technically go back and replicate that so that we had that. And there's a... Because I think it was the MP7, PDW57, Vector, K10, MSMC, Chicom CQB, Scorpion EVO. So remember the MP7 is definitely on here. Yeah. So there were 6 SMGs in total. We've already done the MP7. We've already done the PDW57. We technically haven't done this version of the Scorpion. And we haven't done the Chicom. We haven't done this version of the Vector because this is a very specific looking Vector. So it would just require a couple modifications, but definitely something that we could do. Where did that image go that I was at before? Great, I lost it. But we could technically do the stuff that we don't have. What is this? What is this? Why? Oh my gosh. So, okay. I think something today that we could do. Yeah, it would be the Scorpion. I honestly was going to do the Scorpion. So let's go ahead and do Black Ops 2. Erase this and type in Scorpion. So a good image. It's going to be hard to grab a good image. Maybe this one will work for us. It's kind of small. But really all we're doing is the front end, really, because we have everything else that we need already. So if we go ahead and import a model, and we will be importing one from this. It should be underneath J. Gem CC Scorpion suppressed. CZ3A1 Scorpion with the suppressed handguard on it. A couple other changes that were fun to make. And just post that there. Come over here and there should... Yeah, we can just get rid of these because they're not needed. There aren't anything there anyways. Delete that out of here. Okay, so now this is what we have to work with. So we technically don't have everything. We might need to make a couple things here. So if we come to downloads, I believe this is it. Yep. Okay, so this is the original file for the CZ Scorpion that Jim has. And the front end here is actually not what we're looking for here. So we will have to do this from scratch. which is no big deal. We can definitely do that. My back is not in the best of positions right now, so we're going to fix that. So we're going to go ahead and save this file. So this is going to be gems CZ Scorpion EVO from Black Ops 2 in little brackets. And then this is going to be WIP, Work in Progress version 1. And then in those brackets, it's going to go to the desktop so that we can grab it later on and throw it into some folders and whatnot as we need it to. But now I've got to clean off the bed and get ready to stream over there, which is going to be interesting because, yeah, it's just going to be interesting at this point, really. Because there's a lot of stuff. So the good news is I actually got a bed. I know, it's dumb, but we actually didn't have a bed for the longest of times in the apartment. It was, I'm not kidding when I tell you guys this, we literally had an air mattress out and put the mattress on top of the air mattress. And that was our bed for the longest of times. Because we just couldn't afford to actually go buy a bed. So now we have an actual bed with a headboard and everything, which is really nice. So just gonna bring the screen back and make sure that everything's going up. So everything's good. Checking over here. This is nice. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and begin construction of the EVO. I believe this is a shorter magazine, but that's no big deal. That can be done. We need to shorten it to like right about here, which can be done simply just by doing this. And then boom! What do you know? It's shortened. Yeah, it was that easy. All right, so because that's this up here where the charging handle is, because it doesn't seem like you can see the charging handle here, but that's where it's at in here. So it would be even shorter. So let's go ahead and just delete everything out beneath this and go from there. So that's that. All right, so now that hole was here on both sides, which is appropriate. That's where it should be. And we got to design something that comes down like that and then out like that. So I think the idea here would be to use, we just delete this and that, go for a color that I shouldn't have on the model, for here. No, actually, we should just do a 1 for obvious reasons that will be obvious in a moment. And then this will be we will extend this outwards for reasons that will also be obvious momentarily. So then the piece that we're going to use here is actually going to be this piece because it fits the shape of this pretty well, at least in my opinion. Wait when this happens. And then we got to do a piece that comes down like this up here somewhere. So for that, if we just do a 4 there and a
4 here. Should be able to put 4 there and 4 here. Am I? Yeah, okay. So I don't know why, but I didn't check audio when the stream started. So if I was not talking this whole time, and none of you told me, I would have not have known. And that would have really sucked because, I mean, first stream of 2020, and I'm silent throughout all of it. Would have been just the worst thing in the world. So, what if we did a... I don't want to do this because I think this is too much of an angle. Yeah, that's way too much of an angle. So what if we do... Yeah, I was making sure because it would have, like I said, it would have really sucked to have been going this whole time and just not have known, really, that I was not talking at all. Ooh, okay, so that's not a bad idea. So this is something I've done on like wrists and stocks, so that, you know, you put like a 4 here, and we might have to, well, it might just be a 3, because if we do a 3, yeah, so let's do 3 instead. If we put that there, and we put this one on the other side, like so, then we can do it, but coming backwards. So does this line up here? Should. Hopefully, anyhow. Then put a 3 here. Like so. And then boom, a 3 there and a 3 there. And then do the same thing one more time over here, and then button all this up and kind of clean up all of my lines just a little bit. And that will be everything that we need right there. So that's the slope coming down right there. Awesome. So boom, put that there, and then put a 1 over top of this, like so. Just like that. Put a 6, come on over here. Put a 1 there, and a 1 here. And then we're going to use our brand new roof tiles with no stud on it to make this look nice and clean. And then boom. So that'll be the front portion there, done. So here. So if we just take in, extend this out so that it's what it should be. Which is no big deal. Everything still looks good, still looks like it's in proportion, which is what we need. Boom, just like that. That's that. So now we have 4 stud wide inside right here to work with to do all of our shaping and stuff going around here. So first things first is we're actually going to flip some of these pieces upside down. We're going to start with the bottom. So the reason I say that is because you can see there's a little bit of an angle here. I want to achieve that using what's it called? cheese slopes. So we're going to use my favorite method of flipping things upside down, because it's the best method of flipping things upside down, because it requires no thought process at all. These old style hinges are fantastic for doing this. So for cheese slopes, we want it level here with the actual slopes itself. So 1, 2, which means we need to make this itself the thing. We're going to take and extend this going forward, like so, like so. And then we need to do a couple more little, oops, wrong way. We need to do some more shaping going on over here, but that shouldn't be too bad. Obviously, in real life, these pieces aren't going to, well, in real life there would be 1x versions of this that we would be able to use, but unfortunately don't have those here, so we're just going to have to deal with what you see, which is no big deal at all, really. Like, honestly, it's really not that big of a deal. And then is that, so right, okay, let me think. Right here we need to put something, and the best thing to put here would probably be, yeah, let's delete this and instead replace it with this piece, because it should, oh crap, it's the other way. Alright, that's no big deal. No big deal. It's not a deal breaker. We can still work with it, I think, if we put that one more lower. So if we put that back, delete this, delete these, put this one more lower, boom. Okay, so that goes there. And then cheese slope up on top, going into the rail, no big deal. Put a 2 here, put a 2 there, put another 2 here, like so. Okay, so that right there is this portion here, okay? So that makes sense. Went the wrong way. Now we need to come down again. So for that, we need to also delete these because we don't need those. We could actually just do something really simple for that. Is actually no big deal, and might actually be the best thing to do. So if we put a 3 there and a 3 there, and then we do a 3 followed by these, right there, and right there. That'll give it the kind of rounded-ish look that's going on. And then afterwards, what we'll do is do the sloping going on up here using some of the same pieces that we used back here, the wedge plates, which will be pretty easy to do. That should be no issue at all. So let's go ahead and kind of button up where we destroyed some pieces. So that right there got destroyed. This is all closed still, so that's that. And then the whole point of us doing that is so that now we can see where the bottom of the handguard is going to end. So we can stick that out there. And then a 8 coming out. Just like so. So now we have to figure out where exactly these can go over here, which requires us to not really think too hard. We got to figure out where it goes. So if we put that there and then put one of these here, you should then be able to, I would much prefer to use a 4 if possible. Hopefully this is perfect. Okay, it's a little too big. What did you do to it that broke it? Is it because you move things around, or did you like straight up break it? Okay, so that's perfect, which means for this piece here, what we can do to get that look back in that I wanted here is cheat, because duh, what else are we gonna do? Okay. Why isn't there anything holding the trigger in place? Like stopping it? Like there's nothing in front of the trigger? Like it's just in a hollow space like this? And there's nothing in front of it? So why don't you just put something like in front of it so that the trigger stops? And you don't have to worry about that. From overturning, right? So you could put something in front of it to prevent it from overturning, right? Or is there just not enough room for putting something in front of it? Okay, so there isn't any room for you to be able to do that. Okay, so something that I've done in the past for like adjusting triggers is that are like there's not a lot of room to work with and I need room around the trigger to work with. So I would use the axle hole and then however long of an axle that I needed, and then would just move it back and forth, and then the trigger would rest like on this face here. If you have any room like that, Is that possible, or like is there still, you just don't have enough room for even doing something like that? All right. Let's take a look at what I've caught so far on stream. Yam send a quill here across. And that's it. Not a whole lot. Ooh. There's a magic carp raid. Tempting. Because there could be that possibility that it's shiny. I got on here to check Discord and I immediately went to Pokemon instead. We're gonna save this, and then the next save that we do is gonna be version 2. The green and gray is the trigger. Black, blue, and orange is the transfer bar. Okay, so that's the lever. So pulling, it just keeps trying to go forward more than it needs to. Okay, so the thing in front of the trigger is the lever action mechanism that's taking up room, right? I have an idea. Is the transfer bar actually connected to the trigger, or is it separate? You got it? Because something I was going to suggest is that in the side wall of the receiver, you could put a brick with the stud on the side with something that sticks out and blocks it. Hey, switch that piece that you're using to this piece here. So for certain people who don't know, because not everyone knows everything, this piece here, which is a really neat piece because you can do something like this. I should change this to, yeah. So then it becomes this nice smooth thing. And then you kind of have these two bricks on the side that kind of hold all that together. And you don't have to, yeah, you got it. You're already on top of it. But that's a good learning lesson for other people who don't know that headlight brick, because it's recessed like that, it makes this really nice, clean, smooth appearance to it. If you like ever need to do something like that. So it's nice for other people who might not be as in the know as you and I to know as well. So to everyone who doesn't know, you can do that with a headlight brick and it will look really good. There's a small gap down at the bottom that's good. That's incredibly difficult to get rid of. I've done it before, but it is incredibly difficult to do. And you need a lot of room to do it, but it's possible. So if you have to get rid of it, you can. NBC 2 News, like NBC Nightly News? Oh man, it's gotta be a joke account. I doubt that NBC2 Nightly News is gonna be like coming on to a channel live stream as small as mine. That's a good account. I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty good name. It's really funny. That's that. So now then that's there. Now we just need to have a rail system coming down, which is easy. That's child's play. I sleep. Okay. I don't just gonna say okay. Leave it at that. That should be fine, just like that. Windows 10, what are you talking about? Windows? Windows? Who the hell uses Windows? My boy, we on Mac right now. Mac OS, best OS. Oh, you plebs and your Mac and your PCs, Windows 10, dude. Who do you think you are? What a caveman. Windows is like the most garbage operating system in the world. Straight trash. I feel bad for all the plebs who have to use Windows. In case you can't tell, I'm obviously joking. No, I'm on Windows. I'm on Mac right now. Yeah, operating system. I'm using a Mac operating system right now. It's real nice. Yo, what up, Openist? Back at it again with the live streams. So happy. OS stands for operating system. I'm not sure if I answered that or not. Dude. Honestly, though, it could have been a lot sooner, and I might not even have realized it because I was doing a state of the channel update today, and I got down to like show that I was still banned, and turns out I'm not banned, and I haven't checked since forever ago. So it's possible that I've been unbanned for a while now and just have never checked. So yeah, maybe I was unbanned ages ago and just never bothered checking, and that's why I got screwed. I don't particularly know. Good, Gehenna. I'm glad you got out to work again because it was working really, really well. And you showed me originally, so we're gonna remove one of these layers. I'm so happy to be able to stream again. This is because, like, I love. Don't get me wrong. I love the ability to set stuff to Premiere because that's really helpful because I can focus on doing other things, but the channel starts getting content and stuff, right? But then, like, I get bored and I'm like, oh, I really wish I could just live stream. That would be really nice. And then I couldn't because obviously I was banned. And there's models that I've done that aren't going to be premiering for like a year. And it would be really nice so that if people wanted to see the model like right now, they could go and watch the live stream and like see me actually like interact with chat and stuff like that. But I couldn't do that for 3 months, and now I finally can. And my lesson is learned: do not show copyrighted material on a live stream because that is not good. Don't do that. I went through copyright school and everything, so oh man, boy howdy, do I know not to do that anymore. The scar is such a pain to make. Yeah, that you might not have realized, but like I do a lot of remakes of things, like repeatedly, until I feel like I've gotten them perfect. The scar is not something that I've remade. The scar I left like all the same, really. I haven't gone back and made a Scar H again. I haven't gone back and made another Scar L. I haven't made another Scar PDW. I haven't made, well, I've made custom versions of the Mark 20 SSR, but I haven't gone back and done, like, you know, full Mark 20 SSR, like, remakes or anything like that. I just... The problem with the Scar is that it's this huge, bulky thing, and as perfect as it is to make out of Legos in some spots, there are other spots that are infinitely more difficult to make out of Legos, and it just becomes this huge pain in the butt to try to do. Welcome back, Jaeger. Would you say as smooth as the Lee infield bolt action? For what it is, yeah, because doing a full lever action is pretty difficult. The only lever action that I've done with a working action that like actually opens was actually my different usernames model 1887. I think I've made only one of them. Yeah, it's a Scorpion Jaeger. I think I made the one that he had his tutorial for, because it was a tutorial, it was easy to watch. The model of 1887s are like some of my favorite shotguns of all time. Yeah, and they all are a huge pain in the pain in the butt to make. I have to fit a bolt catch in the lower, 3 studs wide with safety and trigger boot. Yeah, have fun open this. That's a tall order. That's like part of why I think Christopher Hopman deserves as much respect as he gets is because he makes some of the most incredible Lego weapons that have their most iconic working features in their most iconic ratios for everything. So, like all of his dimensions are like as accurate to the weapon as humanly possible with Lego, and it's insane. That's why he deserves like a huge amount of respect for what he does. And he can also, I think what was really cool about his most recent Scar is he could unpin the lower and the stock off of the short receiver and then put the big receiver on, which is like a really, really neat feature. And it's made me kind of want to explore doing field strips. So you could like punch this out, these 2 pins, and then boom, you take off a normal AR-15 upper receiver and you're placing on a SIG MCX upper receiver. That's like, that would be really cool and something that I would love to do, but at the same time, field stripping is such a pain. I hate doing field stripping. So for those of you who don't know, I actually have a field stripping model. The Divinity Edition AR-15 actually does field strip, but it's very basic in its field strip. You literally punch out the 2 pins and the upper and lower come off of one another, and that is it. Did I show you my model 1887? I don't think so, Gehenna. Do you know the game Iron Sight? I've heard of Iron Sight, but I don't play it, I don't follow it, I don't do any of that. Field strip is super fun. I like the idea of like there being a challenge behind it, like, you know, actually like having to physically think about what's going on. But I don't like the idea of, well, let me rephrase. When I was in the past, when I was going specifically for models that would work perfectly in real life, all structurally stable, and all of that, I did not like the idea of field strips because I knew it was going to be a huge plague on the structural stability of the model. Now that I've kind of come of mind that as long as it's relatively close to being structurally stable, I'm okay with it. I can kind of cheat in certain parts and stuff. I'm more okay with the idea of field stripping. I don't think it's that big of a deal now as I did previously. But that would be one of those things where it's like I don't want to get it close so that it can do what it needs to do, really. I don't want to like make a gun completely, well, I don't want to make a gun completely illegal and then pass it off as not being illegal. I have made an illegal gun before. Some of you may know it. It's the AK-47 that I made in studio. Completely illegal. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it that that rifle would not work in real life in portions of it. Because some portions definitely would, and then other portions definitely wouldn't. So the first little bit that wouldn't work in real life, lower receiver definitely would not. Upper receiver, the dust cover, I should say, certain parts of it definitely wouldn't work. I didn't make a magazine for it, so that's no big deal. Stock, handguard, and, well, both portions of the handguard, upper and lower, would all work, no problems, because those are directly ripped off of my handguard from my LDD AK, so that would definitely work. Barrel and stuff would all work just fine, no issues there because it's all brick built using plates and stuff, so that's all good. But dang, it would not work for the lower. That's a huge no-no. Have you ever made a Tommy gun? I have. I don't know if I have a picture of it rendered, but we can definitely take a look at it because this was good. This one was really good. I don't even think I named it Thompson. I think I literally named it Tommy gun. No, okay. Let's Thompson. So I did in fact name it Thompson. It's interesting. So let's download and appreciate how beautiful my old building was. Hey, what's up, Mr. Sparkly Face? And when you find out that she is a he, we're back. I know it's been ages, but we're finally back. Working on Jim's CZ Scorpion EVO. Because Jim released it as a carbine, and then I took and I made a suppressor handguard for it, which is really neat. But I had a suggestion to look at the Black Ops 2 crossbow today, and from there I went into the SMGs. So now we're going to be making the SMG, the Scorpion from Black Ops 2, and then going from there. But someone asked if I had ever made a Thompson, and the answer is yes. And it's absolutely garbage, but I would love to show you guys because this is, it's atrocious. This is old style building at its finest. Oh man, four wide receive rail. I went with 4 wide because, you know, I was dumb at the time. Oh man, 2 stud wide magazine. It didn't even bother to cover up these technicals. Oh gosh. Yeah, it was a unique time to be alive back then. So we're just gonna exit out of that. In my opinion, pistols in LDD are hard, and a lot of modern pistols all look the same. Most SIG pistols, for example. I would say yes to that. a lot of them all feel the same, right? It's just once you do like 1 or 2 Lego pistols, you kind of realize that the techniques for that one are the same techniques you're going to use on that one. And then techniques for that one are the same techniques that you're going to use for this one. And they're all the same. And that's a huge drawback to doing pistols inside of LDD. And I think the answer to your problems and my problems, because I also have that same idea that they all look the same, is to go outside of your comfort zone and doing older style pistols instead of newer style pistols. Because there are plenty of really interesting older style pistols instead of newer style pistols. I love real life building and getting inspiration from LED. Yeah, it's real life building a lot better. I definitely love it, but I don't have all of these pieces needed because my building style now incorporates so many brackets. It would be impossible for me to do it with the Lego collection that I have. And I have quite an extensive Lego collection. It's definitely nothing to scoff at. So the idea of me needing to go out of my way to buy like a whole bunch of brackets is, in my mind, not something that I really want to do. Something in my mouth. I don't know what it was, but it was something. So, I did say I wanted like another glass of this before we get the official drink sponsor out, but so one more of those. Yeah, that's good. Have fun, Mr. Sparkly Face. Was the body you are using from the Scorpion from the UMP-45? No, this is actually from Jim's Lego Guns. So Jim is a super kind guy. Mad respect to Jim because Jim puts out tutorial videos on his channel, and he puts the LDD file in the description of the video. So if you guys want to go download this particular Scorpion EVO, you can actually go do that. There's a couple modifications that I make because I make modifications to all the LDD files that I receive. But it's definitely his Scorpion EVO receiver. There's no UMP-45 receiver in this. To me, the model of 1911 was my most difficult build. I most recently actually went back and remade the model of 1911 because I needed to. I don't have. Oh, it was right there. It was literally just there. We can minimize this tab actually because we don't particularly need it. So it should be in my 2020 slideshow. So, oh boy. My first model of 1911 has already come out, and then I updated it into what you see here. This is still 4 studs wide, 4 stud wide frame, 4 stud wide slide. I just made a couple slight aesthetic adjustments that I thought made it look better because my original had a straight backstrap, and it's not supposed to have a straight backstrap. It's supposed to be at a slight slant, so I made that and a couple other changes. I also wanted to make a competition version, so I ended up making a competition version, which you can see here. And then I realized 4 stud wide model of 1911s, while great because you can have a 2 stud wide barrel, are not accurate to the proportions of a 1911, so I proceeded to fix that by making a new 1911. Same basic premises, just different. So It's a completely brand new slide. I did not retain any of the original slide. The frame and grip is entirely the same, except it's gone. The frame has gone from 4 studs down to 3 studs, and then the grip has gone from 3 studs down to 2 studs. The slide is also a 3-stud wide slide that sticks out on one plate on either side, and it has now resulted in. This was the first version, but a lot of people on Discord, on my different usernames Discord, I highly recommend going and checking that out, did not like this section here. So I actually came up and I cleaned that section up entirely. So now it looks like this, which looks a lot better. And then after that, of course, I wanted to make another competition version. So I made another competition version because, of course, if you got the pistol, why not make a competition version? So I am now a lot happier with my 1911. Saddle ring. If you have the pieces, I would definitely make it because it would make it more unique, the weapon itself. Any new custom P90s? No. Other than the ones uploaded in the 2020 Lego Guns playlist. Those are all custom P90s based off of people's suggestions that they sent me. Open this. I'm telling you, man, the easiest op skin alive. My boy, I got you. Redline op skin. The easiest op skin possible to make, man. It's easy. It's just red lines. All you gotta do, my man. You got that. You make it all black, and then you just put red pixels going all the way through, and you're done. You got it, dude. It'd be super easy. So there you go. Really, that would be it. Really, it's not hard. So we definitely need to shorten this. So to do so is to delete this there and delete. Oops. This here. Because it is a shorter magazine. Because I believe Jim's inspiration came from Rainbow Six Siege for his Scorpion. And this one's from Black Ops. And Black Ops had the smaller 30-round magazines, whereas Rainbow Six Siege has the 40-round magazines. I don't remember because it's been a while since I played as Ella and/or played Rainbow Six Siege to go through that. So now we just add the barrel and we're done. So that's a pretty simple task, really. You just change colors because we always got to work in a different color, and then make a 2-wide barrel coming out, going into a 3-wide, which is no big deal. So how far does this come out? So it comes out a little bit more, like 2 more plates. And the second of those plates is going to be a flat one with the hole, so we can have a piece of Technic sticking out. And then we need to go into a slightly bigger version of that, which is no big deal because we've got plenty of slightly bigger versions of that right here. Are you asking OpenList or are you asking me, Jaeger? Because I have barely made skins. So the hardest skin, if you're asking me, that I've ended up making is the Dragon Lore. I've made the Dragon Lore and I've made the Asimov. So the Asimov was relatively easy because it's geometric shapes, and geometric shapes inside of Legos, which are all geometric shapes, are all easy. But the Dragon Lore has a dragon on it, so you got to make that organic shape now. And there's a whole, excuse me, sorry about that. That probably bounced around. So now you got to do that organic shape of the dragon, and there's like scales and different colors that go into that. So you got to do all of that, which is all a huge pain to do, but it pays off really well if you can do it. So the dragon lore, definitely my hardest one by far, but it was definitely worth it, and I am really happy that I made it. It's one of my most popular videos on the channel. And that's also at the same time when that model was being created. Why you on live on YouTube? Why am I live on YouTube? Because I can be? Do you have a suggestion as to like not being live on YouTube or something? I've thought about making the Hyper Beast, and I'm pretty sure in like somewhere I said I would make the Hyper Beast for like X reason or something. I don't particularly remember why I said I was going to make the Hyper Beast, but then I never ended up doing it because it's the Hyper Beast. That's a really difficult thing to do. Mad respects to you for actually doing it because, geez. So is it the... I can't really tell. Can I tell from here? Yeah. We just, dang, is that the Modern Warfare 2? You can tell. There's just like, sometimes when you see something, you can tell that it's from Modern Warfare 2. Or 3. I'm sorry. Not 2. I meant 3. I don't, is English your first language? NBC2 News? Because I'm having like a really hard time trying to understand you. Because you just am with the question mark. So I'm trying to work with you, but I don't really understand what you're saying right now, my man. Yeah, that would be too big. Let's go back to what we were going to do. We'll just we'll do like a real basic muzzle brake on it, and then that'll be that. And we gotta color it, and that'll front sight. Can't forget to do that, and that will be that. It's 2020. I'm still having like a real hard time with you because 2019 it's 2020. Alright, let's get this front sight put in. And we'll just import. No, I haven't made any of the ray guns. I made what I called the ray gun 3. I believe I've lost that file, but the video might still be on my channel somewhere. It was an abomination of a creation, let me tell you. I thought it was really cool at the time with how it looked and stuff, but yeah. Woo! It was not good. Oh dang, my front sight was lazy. Let me tell you. Yeah. This we'll just do that. Cause all the Premiere videos on your channel. So I have this huge backlog of models. So right now there's 53 Premieres on my channel, in case you guys didn't count all of them. That's every single Monday of 2020. I'm not joking, that's literally every single Monday of 2020. And now I'm working on getting another 53 videos so that I can upload all of those to do every single Wednesday of 2020. So the whole reason I'm doing the premieres is because I can kind of do whatever else I want in that time, right? I can come here and just do whatever and not have to worry about making content that's coming out, because my content is already on the channel and it's set to premiere so that whenever the time comes, it used to be every Monday and Wednesday at 6 o'clock a.m. p.m. Sorry, but I've now changed that to the default, which is 12 o'clock a.m. Every Monday right now, and then when I get all my Wednesday stuff done, it will be 12 o'clock Wednesday as well. So, like I said, it lets me focus on doing other things. Like right now, I can focus on making the Scorpion. I don't have to worry about the Scorpion or trying to make a video for the Scorpion because I have all my videos already uploaded for Monday. I don't have to worry about any of that, right? So, let's say that I go on vacation for 4 months. So in 4 months, there's 4 weeks, which is 16 Mondays, right? That's 16 videos that I already have uploaded to the channel that I don't have to worry about at all. So then you guys get content. I can do whatever the hell I want and not have to worry about uploading content to the channel because it's already here. And boom, done, right? So that's the reason for all the premieres. It's better for the ecosystem of the channel, is another way to put it. Do you know Bulletstorm? I've heard of Bulletstorm, never played Bulletstorm. I don't play a lot of games, really. I do, but I don't. this is just one of those things where I didn't really play it. I just heard about it. Watched a couple gameplays here and there and never really wanted to play it. I never really like felt like I had to play it, right? Like there are certain games that I see that come out and I'm like, I definitely want to play that one, right? But then there's like other games that come out and I'm just like, nah, I'll skip that. I don't feel like I have to play that game. Peacemaker Carbine is a gun in Bulletstorm. Oh, Peacemaker, because I don't know why, but my brain was instantly like, Peacekeeper, Black Ops 2. Peacemaker is in Bulletstorm. Gotcha. So I'm coming through and I'm highlighting all these gray pieces that I want to stay gray in lime green or spearmint. Excuse me. Because I'm about to color change all of this gray here to black. Yeah, I got some more time to keep streaming after this, so I'll just find like another smaller project to do or something, and then go from there, because I've got time, really. Okay, so now that that is that, we're gonna make these all gray again, and then there should be. Okay, so that did what it needed to do. This piece up here is going to be gray, so it kind of stands out just a little bit. Barrel, we'll just be making black, no big deal. Now then the rails. We can make the rails into that gray, which I'm pretty sure is just the darker gray. No, it's not the darker gray. Well, we'll make it the darker gray. We'll make everything else the darker gray because the darker gray is going to look better because that's the darkest gray I've seen. Working bolt action firing pin and trigger mech. The trigger mech would be a pretty basic trigger mech because I've already like really basic trigger mech. I've done experiments on the channel before of a trigger mech and hammer. Yeah. That were live action shot because I made these in real life, the experiments. Firing pin. Be interesting. I still have a really neat idea for a blowback semi-automatic with firing pin, but it would have to go into a really big rifle. So the only rifle that I've been able to think about it actually going into is the Barrett M107 from my Never Using Name. That's like the only gun that I can think about this mechanism going into because it's like a giant piece of Lego bricks that I would be able to fit it in. No, I just left that as a LDD file. And then I called it a day because it would be a huge pain. Because as much as I think it would work as an actual ejecting of the shotgun shell, I think you would have to be very gentle with it and let everything kind of catch where it needs to as perfectly as possible. Elsewise, it would probably end up breaking. So I don't, I never really like sat down to try to, you know, make it into a full thing. You ever made the Spaz 15? No. There's already a perfectly made Spaz 15 on YouTube by Extreme Lego Guns, which I think he's changed his name to Caro's Lego Creations. I think. Don't quote me on that. So I'm going to do something that I probably shouldn't, and that is get something to eat. Now, last time I got something to eat on stream, I got banned from streaming for 3 months, so we're not going to do that again. But I am hungry, and I need to get another glass of water so we can crack open a PepsiCo product. And there should be... Do we have... Well, if I eat the cheeseburger in there, that would be better, because the cheeseburger is older than the tacos that are in there. So I am going to fill up my glass of water and grab a hamburger from McDonald's so that I have something to eat, and then come back, and we'll go from there. And we'll see what our next project is going to be, because I know for a fact it's definitely not going to be a working shell ejection or bolt action firing pin, because I really don't feel like doing that. But we'll see how things go, really. Just, I'll be back. Wait, before I sit down, let's make the smart decision and grab the PepsiCo product now, so I don't have to get up and grab it again. Put that down beside us as well. And then make the trek back over here. Yeah, alright. So, we'll scroll over here because these images will change, and we'll bring chat with us. Boom. And then we'll minimize it to like here. We'll move it over here. So I can still read it, but you guys can see everything. So like as these images change every single minute, you know, you'll be looking at something new while I eat. It's not copyrighted material because it's my own personal images that I've created. And that'll be that. So I'm gonna eat this lukewarm cheeseburger. I have the fun part of making this gun actually load rounds into that. So dang it, live chat being a pain. Actually load rounds into it. Yeah, loading tube? Are you gonna do that? I have, but I don't think I ever showed the lightsaber. But I'm pretty sure I did. I just don't remember showing it. That's smart. Because I know loading tubes are a huge pain with like the amount of friction and stuff going on the inside. Okay, so what other backups to SNGs are there? It sounds like you and Open must have a lot to work through, not being able to fit a bullet catch and forgetting the lever safety. That's rough. Guess it's possible that he didn't make a video for it. Well, I'm pretty sure. Oh, here it is. Yeah, the T5. Yeah, I think the T5 and the Tricom are like the same thing. I don't feel like making it, to be completely honest with you. Okay, so let's do COD 4 because God, I might as well just type in COD 4 because it's so confusing now. Of course, this is the new one. Were there only 5? Sorry, you guys are moving up and down like that. Well, we have a Scorpion. We have Caro's Scorpion. VC61. So we got that. So we would need the AK-74U. We have a good P90. I have a perfectly fine MP5. So we need a mini Uzi, which I have. My different usernames Uzis, but it's on my other computer, so I need to actually get those files and bring them over. But the AK-74U from COD 4, I don't think I've made. So if we just take a look at it real quick to see what we actually need to do to it. Open image in new tab. I think what's sad is this is so clearly modeled after an airsoft Walmart AK-74U. It's so sad. Oh gosh. Why? Why did they do that? I don't understand that. But we should have on our USB drive. We've already made a video for it. We should have an AKS-74U. And we're going to use this version. Boom. All right. So that's half the battle right there. No big deal. This grip back here should be black, which is still no big deal. We can do that. Just like so. The magazine should be this color, honestly. So that's no big deal. And then the handguard is going to be a completely custom handguard. So that's going to be fun. Is it 2 pieces? I would go to say that that's 1 piece. So we're going to delete all of that. We're going to shorten the barrel anyways. So that's no big deal. Don't judge me, I'm still hungry. The one bad thing about goldfish is dropping them. I hate dropping. I didn't know you were married, Gehenna. It made a lot more sense. My bad. That one flew like way over my head. Is it bad that I still find the purple cane really funny? Yes. Because I'm pretty sure I showed that. So it's actually like a thing. So this goes up to like the middle of there. It's true. It does. And to be fair, it was pretty funny. It's still kind of funny. So this is gonna be like the most cheap handguard possible because clearly the Call of Duty developers did not care about historical accuracies in any of this, considering what this is. This is like a straight atrocity. I can't believe they went to Walmart, bought like the most cheap airsoft gun possible, and they were like, alright guys, let's model guns after it. No one would ever use a handguard. I don't even think that they make AKS-74Us with handguards like this. I think there's literally no way that anyone would have an AKS-74U with this handguard on it in real life, unless they custom manufactured it. You don't have to have OBS. To my understanding, you can use any what they call encoder. OBS seems to be the best free encoder that I found anyhow, because I'm not like the most technical person in the world. Like I can kind of find my way around the computer because I grew up with them. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, this is how you hack into the Pentagon. So, like I said, to my understanding, the best free encoder is OBS. And you have to have an encoder to stream to YouTube. and Twitch. And it's nice because OBS makes it really easy to stream to YouTube or Twitch, if that's your preferred platform. And YouTube is pretty easy about doing it too, because it's literally just copy stream key, paste stream key, press the stream button. Pretty simple stuff. But that's kind of one of those, like, you just gotta dig around and find, like, maybe there might be something better. So you need a screen recording software? No. OBS also doubles as a screen recording software. That's also another reason I went with OBS. So if we, on the right one, go down here, you can see, so this is like your preview of everything that's going on. And it's running off of a display capture. So if I turn my display capture off with this eyesight, that turns my display off. Now then, I've still got my video capture device, which is this, and I've got my window capture device, which is that, and that's specifically for my desktop. If you wanted to just do, like, you don't want to stream, you could just press start recording and it's going to capture everything here on the display. And then if you want to stream, you just press start streaming. So it's OBS both doubles as screen recording software and a viable option to actually, like, stream to YouTube itself. That said, I'm on the Mac operating system, and all Macs come with QuickTime Player. And QuickTime Player has built-in screen recording on it. So if you wanted to record your screen that way, you could. I don't know what platform you're on, but QuickTime Player is actually, I find it easier to use QuickTime Player than OBS for my screen recordings. But they're both just as easy to use. So, like I said, that's kind of one of those, it's up to you to really choose which one you want to use, because it could kind of go, you know, either way. There's plenty of good screen recording software out as well, so it's just, like I said before, one of those, you gotta kind of do your own research and take a couple risks, which it's a big deal if you're not on a computer that could handle, like, you know, a couple viruses. My Windows laptop that I had, and I did everything on for the longest of times. I downloaded like free video editing software on and stuff like that, and that's it killed the computer pretty fast. I've factory reset that laptop numerous times because of, like, it gets slowed down and boggy and stuff like that. If you're on Windows and you need, like, screen recording software, or trying to, like, stream like videos and stuff to YouTube, like recording yourself, I personally would recommend OBS, because OBS is already a trusted platform that's made plenty of splash in the community, because it's used by, like, almost every YouTuber out there, if you think about it, who live streams. You can set up a whole bunch of different things with it. So you can see that, you know, if I wanted to, there's scenes over here, so I could have, like, this set up as a scene. So I've got my my webcam up here, but then I could also have my window down here, and then my main window in the back. Or if you need to go to the bathroom and you need, like, a specific image to pop up, you can add a scene. So you just click on that, and it would switch over to that scene automatically. You can have different sources. You can hide all of these independently of one another, so they all disappear. So that's really nice. You could do that too. There's just all sorts of different things that you could do with OBS that, me personally, it would be the best thing to go with. And then maybe watching like a couple tutorials on how to like fully use OBS. I don't think I've ever seen any tutorials on how to use OBS, but I'm sure you could look some up and follow the help guides or anything that they have personally produced. It's mainly all about just finding what you like, really. That's the big thing. Find what you like, stick with it. Is there an OBS website? Yes. Open Broadcasting Software is what OBS stands for, by the way. So obsproject.com is the official website. This right here. Like I said, it's official. Like that is the best place to go because like I said before, a lot of like stuff that I had downloaded on previous computer like killed it because viruses and a whole bunch of stuff like that. So what was important to me was finding like a really trustworthy software. OBS is that. OBS is it's pretty good. I've also had very minimal issues with OBS in terms of doing what I need it to do. One of the few issues that I had, and I don't know if I'm going to have it here or not, is I would click like live stream to YouTube on OBS, and OBS would say that I would be live streaming, but YouTube would not. YouTube like just wouldn't be showing up that I would be live streaming over here. I would have to reset my stream key like every single time I live stream to YouTube in order for me to actually get it to like display on YouTube that I was streaming. So that's the only problem that I've ever had with OBS. Even then, that's like a minimal problem to have. So for quite some time, to be completely honest with you, OpenList, I would just take a old DSLR and put it against the screen and record with that. I did that for the longest of time. If you take a look at like all my old videos, they are all done like that. And it was bad, don't get me wrong, but if you're like looking to start your own YouTube channel, you could, if you wanted to, do that if you're just trying to like start. Because I really wanted to start my channel and like grow a following, and then as I grew a following, I wanted to get monetized and then use the money to like invest into equipment and stuff on the channel itself. So yeah, I kind of succeeded in that. And then obviously I got demonetized, so then I started failing in that because I got demonetized. But I'm happy to still be here. My channel could have gotten deleted. Also dodged COPPA entirely. I'm more adult themed dealing with firearms, so that's nice. I've seen like a lot of other people like dying though. Okay, nah. This Nah. Nah, fam. Figured he would have gotten the message, but I guess not. Yeah, Lego Brain Productions. Damn, you got a safety into the gun. Nice. That was honestly pretty quick for putting a whole safety in. That's good. That's good. So it was, I mean, I don't want to say it's simple to do, but it wasn't like the most difficult thing to do. But adding it is a huge thing because like the more features that you add onto something, the more cool it ends up being, really. Oh, dang, Openist. No bolt catch, huh? I don't blame you. I know how difficult it is. I would have to look at his once more to see how he did it. Chances are it's Technic made. It's probably Technic made, and then it's probably built in a way that it's loose. No, because his it's probably in an L shape, and then the magazine pushes up right there in that particular spot. Excuse me. I gotta think about that one. Yeah, but then as I know that, I was thinking just about like how he actually got that piece to sit on the lower receiver and move. I think he might have used the newer style of like the plate with the rounded section that comes off of it that looks like a P. I think, but I'm not entirely sure. Just trying to like think my way through how certain people do things. Not a bad idea for no new builders, like trying to find how people did things, because it will help them grow as builders. Once you start to learn different techniques, it definitely helps. Okay, so that's that. Now then, just delete this out. Then take and move this here, like so. And then just thicken this into a straight instead of a slant. And that's a Krinkov. We're going to switch from the ribbed over to these Technic pieces down here so that it stays 3 wide and is just more aesthetically pleasing. You're going to start making videos, Openist? Save as AKS-74U bracket COD 4 close bracket open parenthesis WIP version 1 work in progress version 1 save desktop. Boom. Now we just got to make an underfolding stock. Hey, the gamer. What up? 1, 2. Let's start here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. We'll start right there. Heck yeah, man. I love streams. Streaming is like really nice. And it feels really good to be like the start of it, right? To see everyone else come out and join in and like live streaming and showing off like their building and stuff is super nice. The Commando 9 tomorrow. Let me check real quick. I think so. Yeah, that's tomorrow. All right, so now that that's in, we're going to actually get away from this and go to underfolding AK stock. And then go to images and find one where it's Why? Why? Oh. Oh my gosh. It hurts my brain. It hurts me bad. I saw one from the side. Yeah, right here would probably be more helpful. Even though it's an electric airsoft gun. Should still be helpful. His scar? So, I appreciate the thought, but I don't think I need it. If anything, I need to come back through and remake my scar. Boom. So these gigantic turntables, other than one of them being completely in the wrong spot, are quintessential to this plan for world domination. Boom. All right, so that goes there. Now we're going to switch to another color that we can work in. Pink sounds like a fantastic color to work in. And so the first thing is going to be the circle that we're going to use. Boom. Real simple. No big deal. Wrong way. So against the side of the receiver, so we should... Crap. I want it to fold, and this is obviously a problem because now I have to fight the safety, which is a big deal because this is going to have to like stick out quite a bit. So the safety already sticks out by 3 studs. So this would have to like stick out here. And it's going to go right into here. So we're just going to... That part never existed. Deleted something. What are y'all talking about? No, it didn't. It never existed. No big deal. Deleted something. I would never do something like that. That's cheating. We don't cheat around in these parts. Alright, so now that that's been cleared up, we need to do something kind of like this. I can see why YouTube doesn't allow that there. It's funny as hell. If we do that, we should be fine. We should be fine. So then we do no, why do you do this? Why? No, why? Can I just turn the safety on instead? Why don't you let me do this? Okay, so chances are there's a piece that's not connected somewhere, which is a big pain. Yes, there's a piece that's not connected somewhere. Of course. Why make it easy? You gotta make it as difficult as possible. So it's all connected to that one piece. So, you know, that one piece not being there really hurts it. So now we should be able to move this freely. Can we not move this freely? Boom, okay, got it. Okay, so let's say we turned the safety on and then use that. You need to eat? Yeah, you definitely need to eat. I have already taken my break for the stream to actually go ahead and eat today as well. So I would definitely suggest you going and eating because that would be beneficial for you. So we're going to end up having to delete that piece out, which is no big deal. Just replace it with a 4 instead. See you later, the Gamer 56. Go enjoy your meal, my friend. That's definitely not what I needed. This is what I needed. Oh yeah, forgot. I'm modeling everything on this side so that I can make it absolutely perfect in every single way because I have never, ever messed up a gun in any type of way. It's so weird because I spent so long training my brain that on stream I can't curse. And now with the whole COPPA thing, I just feel like every once in a while I just need to like drop a huge fuck you to YouTube now. Because I mean like fuck YouTube. Just like destroying certain creators for no good reason. Like JangBricks, for example, I feel so bad for the dude. He's so long working on his channel, getting it like up to where it's like perfect. Like Jing's channel is the epitome of what it means to put so much heart and effort into a channel, only for YouTube to be like, nah, fuck that. We're gonna ruin him. And now he's got to fight through all this bullshit that he has no business fighting through because he doesn't deserve that. Bullshit. And I hate YouTube for it. I wish YouTube would just fucking come to their damn senses. But they won't. So we need to take and just do that. Followed by that. Followed by that. Like, I don't even really watch JangBricks anymore. I used to be really big into JangBricks because I really liked like all the reviews and his custom MOCs for his like Lego City are very impressive. But I like stopped watching, and now it's like hard to remind yourself to watch him because with the whole like new YouTube thing, you can't, like his videos don't pop up in subscription feeds and stuff. Like you have to actively go search for him, which is like no big deal because if you're a true fan, you're definitely going to do that. But if you're like me and you're already having a hard time like watching his videos and stuff, then you're obviously not going to go searching for it. You made the stock too tall? That sucks. You need to fix that. We could always use these, but for now, I'll take a look at it like this. So the whole reason I did it on this one side is because we can just do the clone tool for color. and put it on this side. Boom, done. And the only thing that we need to fix is this, because it is on the wrong side. Okay, come on, you can do it. Thank you. So I'm pretty happy with that. It looks like an underfolding AK stock. Now then the hard part is going to be actually getting this butt plate on. So if this were to unfold 180 degrees, right? So it's here, and then this piece is folded. It would have to fold 180 degrees, and then come out like this. Okay, we'll figure it out. Damn, dude, that is hella tall. Yeah. Woo. Let's do a quick test here. So let's say that we underfold the stock the correct way, out to here-ish, I think. Yeah, that seems about right. Maybe a little higher, but kind of like that. Are you stream on YouTube from OBS? So go into, so go to YouTube stream, which is here, and it's going to say stream key under the stream settings, and this right here is the stream key. So you would copy this. Don't let anyone else see this, by the way. That's why it's like blurred out right here. Because if anyone has this, they can stream to your account. So don't let anyone else see it, just you. Come over to OBS and hit settings. Go to stream, and then paste the stream key here. Select YouTube, primary YouTube ingest server, and press OK. Start streaming. It's that simple. Once you get all your sources and everything set up. So it's definitely something that you can do. So before you even try this, I should probably look into whether or not this is going to do what I need it to do. So something that I was worried about and while making this is that I've now messed with the dimensions. Yes, I've now messed with the dimensions. So now I have to figure out how to fix said dimensions. So I would have to use this piece to come back into it. So that is simple. We can, in fact, do that. Simply by doing that. Yeah, no problem, GraVoNNe. Go ahead, my man. Go do what you gotta do. For YouTube, well, for OBS, you're gonna hit settings, and it's gonna say stream. It's gonna say stream key right there. Hey, Kathy. Back at it again with more streams. Finally unbanned from 3 months. 3 whole months of sitting here waiting to be unbanned. Finally unbanned. Finally able to come back through and stream again. Finally. Man, it has been a long time since I have been able to stream. I missed streaming all this time. I've just wanted to stream, and now I can finally stream again. And it feels so good to finally be able to stream again. So this is gonna be. Did you like get it actually like figured out open this? Because I don't want you to like say you got it and then 9/11 happens again. That was a very bad joke. Oh man. That's it, guys. Stream's gonna be deleted now. Last stream that I've ever had. Rest in peace. Because the stream will never come back after that joke. That was miserably bad. Okay, so now we just got to do like this section, and technically we could do a curve using some just like a basic brick building techniques, but we're not going to do that because we're going to use the technic building techniques. So we got to do it a different way. this needs to like stick over this way, like so. I did not put those on this side. Definitely need to do that. Like that. Do you have a microphone set up? Oh, yeah, because there's a... Yeah, you also got to add a microphone and stuff. It's like you just roll with it, man. You just... I'm kind of in the fortunate position that I had a speech class, so I'm kind of used to public speaking and trying to present yourself in the best way possible, 24/7. But what's you just gotta like find your groove and then just go, man. The whole time too. Like you can't stop really. You just do it. Just do it. I have for the longest of times believed that even though that's a huge meme for obvious reasons, as it should definitely be a huge meme, it's pretty good life advice to live by. Sometimes you literally just have to do it because that's just how you got to do it. So yeah. Just go for it, man. I guess is like maybe some of the best advice that I can give you. Like figure out how you want to talk and all of that. If at any point in time you don't feel comfortable, just end the stream. I'm not even kidding. Like, seriously, if you just feel like everything's gone wrong, like something terrible is about to happen, you just click the stop stream button. Welcome back, Eager27. I don't know what happened where, but I messed up somewhere. And I don't know where. So we're just going to kind of ignore it. Gosh, I messed up somewhere big time. I seriously don't know where either, so let's just delete this entirely. Come over here and copy all of this. Flip it. Delete all of this. And then place these there. Okay, boom, perfect. All right. That fixed that. So I don't know where I messed up, but I messed up somewhere. But now it is okay. Yeah, why would I do that when we could just use this? What am I doing? Why? Why am I dumb? Why are you running? Stand? You mean guns? Or do you mean like Standu Jojo Bizarre Adventure? Because depending on how you answer that question, you can figure something out. It's not the most pretty underfolding stock, and literally the only reason it's not pretty is because of the butt plate. But it is an underfolding stock. So this might be one of those times that we save this and then immediately delete most of what we just did. Oh, bipods. I have a few that work in real life. I don't know how much weight they would hold, but they would work. Oh, man. Oh. So yeah, we're now going to delete all that work that we just put in because it looks absolutely disgusting. So these pieces here look really, really good because that's like this little portion coming down. Everything else looks absolutely disgusting. So could we? I know a piece that we could use. We gotta make it skinnier for one, so it doesn't stand out as much. So we put that there, and then put another one over here on this side, like so. We should then be able to use this. Perfect, 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 perfect. And then We can use normal plate building techniques to accomplish our mission. Boom. That I like a lot better. It's starting to look like it should. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So that'll keep it skinnier and it's not going to look as ugly. And I don't want to hurt its feelings, but underfolding AK stocks are pretty atrocious looking. They're pretty ugly, if I may say so. Oi, bruv. Oi, mate. Sup, bruv. Hopefully you don't speak just Russian, because my girlfriend's not here right now. So if you're gonna speak Russian, I'm not gonna understand you. So hopefully you hit me with some straight English. Psych. Ooh, hurt my feelings. Is that timeout worthy? I don't know. It might be, because that hurt my feelings on a deep emotional level. I can't believe I was psyched so hard like that. Damn, I wish we had the, ooh, but we could do, where's it at? These pieces. There we go. That'll work. The hard part is, does this line up there? No, no it does not. This is a monstrosity. Can we do what we did just a moment ago? Probably not. If we do this particular one, yeah. Not all of them, but most of them. And then I try to scale all my magazines and stuff. So I want to say this magazine is 9 studs long. Which is to scale of 762 by 39. Boom. All right, that's good enough. So the problem with using the flat, smooth macaroni pieces is I would not be able to use the headlight brick to make up the difference in this gap. I'm sorry. That's a really, really good idea. And I wish that the gap here would be a lot more manageable because that would be perfect. But unfortunately it is not, which sucks because that is a really good idea. So that right there is a lot neater looking underfolding stock. It's not as ugly as the other one was. So I am decently happy with that. Could be worse, could be better. If I get a better idea in the future for the design, then we can fix it. So let's, we saved it. Let's go ahead and try to actually unfold it. That's right. So this is not technically connected. So let's hack into the main frame just a bit here and do. I have not made my own AK-12, but I do have a really, really good AK-12 made by Busk Husker. He's fallen out of the community pretty hard. He only uploads to Instagram nowadays, and it's usually only, what should we call this? He draws now. That's his main content. His drawings on Instagram. But back in the day, he used to be a Lego gun YouTuber. He made some pretty awesome guns. And one of them was a really, really good AK-12. So I asked him for said AK-12, received said AK-12, and then proceeded to do what I do to all files that I get from LVD, and recreated it in my own image, which is a lot better of a way to say that I wanted it to look like a specific way and use specific techniques for specific things, and that's what it did. It might, that lightsaber piece that I put in there, that 3-bar, I guess it's not a lightsaber piece if it's in 3, it's the Yoda walking king originally is what it was for. Fit between these two holes, but it still had problems turning. So I'm gonna just kind of leave it as it is and call it a day from there, really, because this should look pretty okay. Just like this. Oh, dang, that's actually pretty good looking. I'm not gonna lie, it looks so much better in the unfolded position as opposed to the folded position. Dang, that is good looking. We're gonna save this as version 4 for reasons that will become obvious later on. Well, I might as well just explain it now. We're gonna import version 3 in, which is the one with the folded stock, so that I don't have to go back through that whole process of refolding it. And then we'll render it. So if we come back to the actual images here, everything is going to be like dark gray, basically, or black. So let's color select this and switch it to another color that we haven't used. Let's color select the body and switch it to black, because we can. Let's color select all of this and switch it to the darkest gray that we have. That will be better. And then the furniture will be the darkest gray. The stock will be the darkest gray. And then the grip will be the darkest gray. And then this bottom rail system up here, I was going to make him black. It stands out just a bit. And then that's that. Boom, we have the Call of Duty 4 AKS-74U with the folding stock, and it looks so good. we're going to go ahead and save this as complete version 1. We're going to import work in progress version 3 and fix all the colors for it. Import model. Version 3. Nah, I haven't. I wasn't really into James Bond like all too much. Like I thought it was like neat. It's pretty cool, but it's not like, you know, my cup of tea. That was the worst James Bond impression I've ever done. I loved playing GoldenEye for the PlayStation 2. I think, I don't particularly remember, but there was this game that we used to play when I went over to my next door neighbor's house all the time. And it was a James Bond game. And it was couch co-op. So like you could plug in as many controllers as you wanted and play the game with all your friends on the couch. Split screen, which is the old style of playing multiplayer games for all you new kids out here with your fancy dancy internet. We would play this game for hours because it was hella fun, and we would literally, there was this one particular map that was pretty wide open, and we would get the laser trip mines, and we would spend like 30 minutes setting up the map with laser trip mines out in the like open. And then we would try to hardcore parkour our way through it without making any of them go off. And it was the most fun that you could ever have, because chances are someone was going to make it go off. And when they did, it was funny because it would be this gigantic chain reaction of explosions that would kill everyone. We used to have a lot of fun doing stuff like that. That was like the old-fashioned way of playing video games right there. I have German Wi-Fi. It sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, man. May you rest in peace with your shitty Wi-Fi. I hope one day you get better Wi-Fi. I'm gonna put this here, just like so, and then boom! That's that. That is the AKS-74U from Call of Duty 4. Woo! All right, man. I'm beat. How long have we been going? Does it say by chance? Don't think it does. What's underneath analytics? Screen health. It's all good, I guess. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream there. So we did quite a bit of some work today. We got 2 guns out of the way. They're not entirely new, but they are quite a bit of work that went into them. So I took Jim's CZ Scorpion and turned it from his, from my suppressed handguard into the normal carbine version from Black Ops 2, which is really, really neat. And on top of that, we took the AKS-74U and made the Walmart brand handguard and ordered folding stock for Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. And we're back, boys. We got live streaming down once again. I'll see you guys later in another stream another time.